Hello everyone! Welcome to Storybook Farm on Stardew Valley. It's another beautiful sunny day, Saturday the 6th of spring. Let's check the television. Ooh, I see a glimmer within my scrying orb, a shard of knowledge from the future. The spirits are very displeased today. They will do their best to make your life difficult. You can see the little red skull above Welwick on the screen. There is a lot of misinformation and confusion out there about what the spirits actually affect in Stardew Valley. I myself was under the misapprehension until very recently that your luck days, whether the spirits were in a good mood or a bad mood, would impact what you would get when breaking open geodes at a blacksmith, and I would always wait for a very lucky day when the spirits were showering everyone with good fortune before I would bring my stack of geodes to Clint's. That's totally unnecessary because the drops from a geode are not actually affected by luck. There are people who have gone into the source code to check and put that information out on the internet. If you're interested in finding out more, I'll mention a few things as we go on. Our weather for tomorrow is going to be another clear, sunny day, as is typical in Stardew Valley. Let's grab our watering can. Go and water Arhu's dish and pet our little kitty. Hello, good morning, Arhu. Give you some water. So if luck does not affect geodes, what does it impact? Well, when you're mining, your chance of getting a ladder when you break a rock is affected by your luck for the day. But your chance of having monsters spawn on a level, your chance of gems or ore spawning on a particular level, none of those are actually affected by your luck. It's only how quickly you'll progress based on whether you're having a lucky day or an unlucky day. So if you were planning to go mining and you wake up and the spirits tell you that they're very displeased, or Welwick tells you the spirits are very displeased, just remember that all that's going to happen is you'll have a 10% less chance of finding ladders quickly. 20% less compared to a very lucky day when the spirits are improving your random chance of having a ladder drop when you are breaking a rock. All right, we need to grab some materials for crafting, and we need to get our scarecrow up. We have been lucky in not getting the random chance of having a crow spawn and eat all of our precious crops, especially our precious cauliflower seeds. We're not going to continue to rely on random chance. We're going to put a scarecrow there in the middle of our fields to make sure that no crows can come and eat our crops. Wiggly worms. Hoeing wiggly worms, not affected by luck. It's determined otherwise, and your chance of getting something valuable, getting an artifact or a lost library book rather than clay or stone, is not affected by your luck for the day. Your chance of getting rare types of fish is not affected. What you get in fishing treasure chests is not affected. The only thing that is affected in terms of fishing, and your chance of getting trash when you're fishing, not affected by luck. That's another common misconception. What is affected in fishing is your chance of getting a treasure chest in addition to the fish. Speaking of fishing, we've got a letter from Willie. I've got some new items in stock. A deluxe fishing pole and some bait you can attach to it. You can use the bait to make fish bite faster. Hope to see you soon, Willie. I could very much wish that we were in a position to go and buy that fishing rod today. Unfortunately, we do not have the funds to be able to afford it yet. The letter from Willie offering a better fishing rod comes when you have reached a particular fishing level. Let's just check, where are we now in terms of our fishing level? Okay, so fishing level 2 is when you get the improved fishing rod. Unfortunately, because we did a fair bit of fishing in the first week, fair bit of successful fishing in the first week, our income has not progressed as rapidly as our fishing level, and so we just can't afford that rod yet. My sources tell me you've been poking around inside the old community center. Why don't you pay me a visit? My chambers are west of the forest lake, in the stone tower. I may have information concerning your rat problem. Rasmodius, wizard. We'll have to make sure we go and check out Rasmodius today. That's a very important quest. I see you've been exploring the old mine. You've got the adventurer's spirit, that much I can tell. If you can slay 10 slimes, you'll have earned your place in my adventurer's guild. Be careful, Marlin. We had quite a bit of mail today based on everything we did yesterday. Let's just take a quick look at our quests. We have built our scarecrow, so we get 100 gold reward for that. Thank you, game. We still need to craft a furnace. I don't believe we have quite enough coal for that yet, but in any case, that's not going to be our big priority. We're a long way away from building a coop and raising animals. We will be bringing Emily a daffodil today. It is in our quick bar. I know that some people were probably very distressed to see me forget to bring it to the bar yesterday. We need to reach level 40 in the mines. That's going to take a little while. And we have a new quest. Enter the wizard's tower, meet the wizard, and slay 10 slimes in order to earn our place in Marlin's Adventurers Guild. But before we do any of those things, we're going to grab our wood from our chest, and we're going to chop enough wood, enough trees, to be able to fix that bridge down on the beach. Because it's Saturday, and at the end of the day, all of the forage items, the shells and the coral and the sea urchin that have spawned this week in the tide pool area of the beach are all going to disappear. So we want to make sure that we get over there and grab those coral cells for quite a bit. It's quite an important source of early game income. So I'm just going to keep on chopping until I have enough wood to fix that bridge, and then we're going to head out to the wizard's tower. We'll loop around the forest area and see whether there's any new forage that has spawned there since we were there earlier in the week, because it would be great to pick up any other forage items that happen to be there before they despawn at the end of the day. We'll probably try to loop our way all around the map, including up into the mountains, to catch any other forage items that might be around. Just grab these weeds to make it a little easier to move around here. We're at 253 wood, so it shouldn't take us too much more chopping before we're ready to go. We may need to eat a green onion or two, though. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and eat all these green onions right now. Spring onions. Get my energy back up. Nom 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 nom. Did I not get any seeds from that tree? It's a little disappointing. I wanted to get a pine cone because if I grab a pine cone, I'll be able to make myself a field snack. We've been doing quite a bit of chopping because we've needed a fair bit of wood. We placed chests in 2 different locations already, and we're aiming to fix that bridge. 292, I think I'm just going to get the rest of the wood. Oh, here's another little trick. If you click on trees, you have a chance of them dropping a seed, just as they often do when you are chopping them. When you first start to chop, sometimes a seed will fall. And now that we are past foraging level 1, we're able to build field snacks. You'll remember that we got one out of a trash can earlier in the Let's Play. Compared to green onions, field snacks are a huge step up. You get the seeds from the various trees quite naturally in the course of collecting wood for the various things you need to build, and the field snack restores 45 energy compared to only 13 for the green onion. Oh dear. Let's drop you on the ground. Make another field snack. Inventory management, people. Inventory management. And then we'll pick up the rest of that fiber. We only need 2 more wood. We want to go with exactly 300 to the beach. Alright, it took a fair bit of time to chop down all those trees, but that's alright. We're still... Oh, I had left 8 pieces of wood on the ground. That's silly. I'm going to leave my axe here. I don't know yet whether I'm going to have an opportunity or a desire to do any fishing or whether I'll go down the mine, so I'm going to go ahead and take these with me. Hopefully I won't find too many forage items that will require me to make difficult decisions about my inventory space. You know what, I'm going to leave my scythe at home just for the inventory management priority. Swords can be used for breaking weeds in the same way that scythes are, so I will be able to do everything that I need to do. The only disadvantage of having the sword selected rather than the scythe is that visually it looks really awful when you stick your sword in somebody's face or your cat's face by accident because you have it selected. The scythe doesn't have the same problem. But it doesn't actually cause any damage. You can't hurt NPCs or your cat. We have bubbles. Let's cast our line. Can't resist the bubble. And they went away. Alright, I'm not waiting. See, a few experiences like that, and it will make you think that fishing is completely related to luck, because as soon as I cast my line, the bubbles went away, and it's a bad luck day, and that's unlucky. Ah. Come in. Rasmodius with his arcane circle and his purple hair and beard and his cauldron bubbling with green fumes. I'm not afraid of you, Rasmodius. I am Rasmodius, seeker of the arcane truths, mediary between physical and ethereal, master of the 7 elementals, keeper of the sacred you get the point. You know your titles have multiplied beyond all reason when you get bored reciting them. And you, tale spinner, the one whose arrival I have long foreseen. Here, I'd like to show you something. Behold! Oh, poor little Junimo, shivering, trapped in some kind of force field. What kind of cruel use of your powers is that, Rasmodius? You've seen one before, haven't you? Yes, I saw one. I saw 2, actually, at the community center. They call themselves the Junimos. Mysterious spirits, these ones. For some reason, they refuse to speak with me. Might be because you teleport them with no warning into your mystic circle and trap them in a force field? I wouldn't like it if you did that to me. Poof. I'm not sure why they've moved into the community center, but you have no reason to fear them. I saw a golden scroll. Hmm? You found a golden scroll written in an unknown language? Most interesting. Stay here. I'm going to see for myself. I'll return shortly. Hey, Rasmodius, I don't have time to wait around your tower all day. Will you walk all the way to the community center? I guess your teleportation powers are not limited to Junimos. And how did you do that? I expected you to return the way you came. I found the note. You read it very quickly. But thanks for not keeping me in your tower all day. The language is obscure, but I was able to decipher it. We, the Junimo, are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with the forest, then you will see the true nature of this scroll. One with the forest. What do they mean? I'm sure I have no idea. Aha! Come here. Okay. Here I come. My cauldron is bubbling with ingredients from the forest. Baby fern, moss grub, caramel-top toadstool. Can you smell it? Caramel-top toadstool does not smell much like caramel-top latte. I'm fond of caramel and I'm fond of mushrooms, but not together, please. Here, drink up. Let the essence of the forest permeate your body. Rasmodius, my mother warned me not to take strange bubbling green drinks from men I don't know well. But I really want to find out about those Junimos and that golden scroll, so I guess I'll chug it. Oh, what was in that drink? Rasmodius, I'm feeling nauseous. I'm turning green. I'm seeing dancing leaves, dancing trees. Rasmodius, what did you put in that cauldron? I feel like I'm one with the forest. Or something. You've gained the power of forest magic. Now you can decipher the true meaning of the Junimo scrolls. Do I get any other benefits from the forest magic? Kind of cool. And we'll just say hello to the wizard while we're here, because that cutscene was not a greeting. Ah, yes. I have predicted your arrival a long time ago, young tail spinner. I arrived on Monday. It's not that long ago. However, your fate is ultimately in your own hands. Glad to hear it. I don't really want it to be in anyone else's hands. I did not mean to sword you in the face. I just wanted to see if you had anything else you wanted to say. I can't wait till I have a bigger backpack so that I can have my scythe equipped and not be worried about not having enough inventory room when I go out for the day. Yeah, we were here recently enough that there is not anything new in the way of forage down here. Let's just peek into the hat mouse. So the only hat that we have unlocked as yet, because we've only had one achievement, is the sou'wester. The shape helps keep sailors dry during storms. That's really very appropriate, actually, because we earned that primarily by fishing in the rain with no hat to keep us dry. I will probably eventually buy that hat. Today will not be that day. We only have 457 gold. We have so many things that we could really use. And we're not really in the market for decorative items. This isn't Don't Starve. Getting wet will not affect our sanity. And so we're just going to stand in the rain and get drenched as often as we need to. Yeah, we were here so recently that no new forage has spawned. I am going to leave this green onion in the chest just to, and the others as well. It's not a bad idea to keep some food in the fishing chest. I'm not going to leave the pole though, because I've got more than one fishing spot that I might want to use, and if I leave it here and then I want to go fishing at the mountain lake or the ocean, it could be a bit of a pain. By the way, I forgot to mention when I placed this chest that the spot here next to the bush wasn't just chosen for convenience to this fishing location. It's also chosen because it's not a spot that any of the villagers path to. Anyone who has played Stardew Valley for a significant length of time. Hi, Haley. Would you like a daffodil? I just found it on the ground and I don't want to carry it around all day. For me? Oh, thank you. That's the nicest thing you've said to me yet, Haley. I'm feeling an urge to go shopping. Oh, I wish there was a mall here. Haley, you couldn't pay me to go to a mall. Not my favorite thing to do. Hi, Elliot. You probably wouldn't like it inside my cabin. It's dark and full of spiders. Try me. No. Guess that wasn't an invitation. Hey there, Willie. Any bites? If the local fishing scene got a bit more lively, I might expand the shop's stock. Ship's stock. I hear you're carrying a new fishing rod, Willie. I will be buying that as soon as I possibly can. I just don't have the money for it yet. I wish I did. Honestly, I do. Now, Willie is out fishing today, which means that we will not be able to sell anything directly to him. Unfortunately. Oh, good. I was afraid that was going to be an artifact or something that would fill up our inventory space. A lost book means that, yay, we do not have to lose an inventory slot to the wiggly worms. And yes, we will use 300 pieces of wood to fix the bridge. It seems a little bit excessive. Robin can build us an entire chicken coop for what it's going to take us to fix the bridge. I guess maybe we're making pilings or something down below. It looks like a simple plank bridge, but yeah. Either that or we're just incredibly inefficient and wasteful when it comes to building. And now we have unlocked the tide pool area. And we will hope that there aren't too many things over here for us to pick up. If necessary, we can always pop over to our chest that we left near Jody's. Oh, good. We even still have enough space in our inventory for... And it's another lost book. See, if my inventory had filled up, I would have been inclined to blame it on the spirits. But I feel like this has been a fairly lucky day, despite the spirits' attempt to decrease our happiness so that we would be as miserable as they. Now, one thing that is absolutely affected by the luck for the day and by whether the spirits are in a good mood or not is your chance of getting anything out of a trash can, and furthermore, your chance of not getting trash from a trash can, getting something like a gold bar that might be more exciting. Now, the game is determined to prove my information. It's so much easier to get both fish and treasure chests once your fishing bar is a little bit bigger. So as you see, we got a treasure chest there, even though it was a bad luck day. And treasure chests, as I mentioned, are something that is affected by luck. And that just goes to show that a 10% plus or minus chance doesn't actually impact things as much as you might think. Now I have a really difficult decision to make here. I'm going to take the geodes rather than the bream, and I'm going to throw the bream back. Oh, it's just going to sit there. I thought it would land in the water. How about that? All right, now watch this. Oh, no. Okay. Very interesting. I just learned something new about the game. One of the things that I intended to mention to you... What? I didn't hear you. I'm busy thinking about something. What do you want? Sebastian is not the most friendly of the villagers when you don't know him yet. This is such a small town. You can't avoid meeting everyone. I wonder what it's like to live in the city. Not fun, Penny. You're glad you don't live there. You smell like grass. I thought I smelled like baby fern and moss grub and caramel top toadstool because I've been drinking the wizard's potion. Dad's coming back soon. I hope he brings me some toys. I just keep getting sidetracked and not telling you all of the things that I mean to tell you. Trying to play the game at the same time. So when I placed this chest, I placed it carefully in a place that the villagers don't path. And the reason for that is that if you have played Stardew Valley for any length of time, you are likely to have been frustrated by seeing a prize piece of forage. The one that broke my heart was rainbow shell on the beach. And you're heading for it, you're about to pick it up, and a villager comes along and it's in their way. And because it is in their way, they get a frowny face and they kick it and destroy it. And when it's something like a rainbow shell that is a fairly rare drop and a villager destroys it, it can be really frustrating. Really frustrating. However, many people don't realize that if you place a chest down in a place where villagers path to, you can have the same thing happen. A villager come along, chest is in their way, they will kick it over, destroy it along with all of its contents. And that's why I tucked that chest in next to the bush, rather than over on the other side of my fishing spot where Sebastian and Sam will often come to play games on their mobile devices and, well, Sebastian will smoke, Sam's not a smoker. Hello, Tailspinner! You brought me the item I asked for! It looks perfect! You're welcome, Emily. I'm not sure why you couldn't pick your own daffodil. They're all over town right now, but I'm happy to help. And I'm happy to have you happy. Let's see. Here's what I owe you. Thanks. Appreciate it. I bet you thought I was going to forget to give Emily the daffodil. And you know what? I almost did. I gave a daffodil to Haley earlier instead of to Emily because I wanted space in my inventory. If I hadn't happened to look at my quests, I could very well have forgotten. But I didn't. Hi there, Tailspinner. I'm glad to see you. You're always welcome here. Thanks, Gus. Pam isn't responding. Love to decorate for the different seasons. I do too, Leah, and actually that's one of my frustrations with Stardew Valley is that you don't have very many options for decorating the outside of your house. I hope that more of those show up with the update that's going to be coming soon. A lot of people don't realize that the jukebox in the bar actually does work. You get all of the music from the game that you have unlocked. So we don't have any of the summer, fall, or winter themes available yet. We don't have my favorite music from the game yet. But we can change the song. We can go to the jukebox and select whatever we want. We can make it sound like Pierre's. We can make it sound like we just walked into the Adventurers Guild. We can play mine music. Kind of fun. Hi Marnie, how are you doing? I always see Clint here, but he won't talk to anyone. He just glances over his shoulder now and then. I guess he's just shy. He does come every night, though. Hi, Willie. Ah, nothing's better than kicking back with a cold one after a relaxing day of fishing. You're just going to say the same thing again. I'm not going to read it again. Hi, Clint. How are you doing? Sometimes I wonder how I ended up in this town. I don't know, Clint. You tell me. Why are you bothering me? I want to be alone. All right, I will leave you alone, Shane. It's gotten quite dark now, and I apologize that it's going to make it more difficult to see the screen. But I am going to head home the long way, going up around the mountains, just to see if there's any forage up there that I've missed. I left a number of things in my fishing chest down by Jody's house so that I would be able to just walk into a cliff there in the dark. Silly of me. So that I would be able to pick up anything else that happened to be around. Pop in and say hello to Linus if he's in his tent. Good evening there, Linus. I'm happy by myself, you know. I don't need new friends. Methinks the wild man of the mountain doth protest too much. Now, I thought there were some wiggly worms up here. I am not seeing them now. Did we get them already? Can't tell. Forage items usually have a little bit of a glow to them so that they're not as easy to miss in the dark, but wiggly worms, you can definitely miss them in the dark quite easily. All right, we're going to hang on to one sea urchin and these geodes. And grab my watering can just so I have it in my inventory for tomorrow. Oh, and we do have enough ore for a furnace, but we don't quite have enough stone yet, I think. No, it only takes 25 stone. I thought it took 40. Great, we've completed one more quest. We don't have enough ore to smelt a bar yet, but at least we have finished the craft a furnace quest. We're going to sell all of the coral and our sea urchins. I'm just going to pop the furnace down over here for the moment, and then we will head into bed. Good night there, Arhu. Yes, we'll go to sleep for the night. As you can see, it was well worth the time we spent chopping trees to pick up that coral and those urchins. The silver star coral sold for 100 gold. The regular coral isn't quite that much, but still brought us a nice sum. And the gold star sea urchin alone was 240. Really nice profits there. Well worth the chopping time. And in the early game especially, definitely worth heading down to the beach on a Saturday and beachcombing. If you happen to be down there anywhere way earlier in the week, you can pick things up, but they will continue to collect all through the week and then reset every Sunday. So we're done for the day. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed the video and will come back for the next one. Have a wonderful day.